Hello guys, welcome so much to Smart Geo Africa. My name is Joseph, and I know it has been a long time, but things are good, and I have more goodies for you coming. So welcome back, and this will be my comeback video. So just a reminder of what we did previously. Remember, we talked about remote sensing, we talked about the calculation of confusion matrix, and we also talked about, or I showed you tutorials about how to the basic of GIS, how to data capture and all that, and I also taught you how to georeference. So today I want to update my concept on georeferencing. So most of the time the reason why you want to georeference an image is because you want to extract a particular information on that image, and one way of extracting that particular information you want is by doing what we call digitization. Now digitization is now if I this an image with different spot heights. So it had an assignment called you draw an isoline. This is a task that we had been given, and we are required to draw some contours from it, to generate some trees, hill shading, and all those sort of techniques used for the techniques used to for geospatial surface modeling. And I thought it is good if I can show you how to digitize an image using this simple task. Now it doesn't matter that the software you are using, the concept is just the same, the tools are almost similar. So mine, I'm using ArcGIS Pro 2.8.2, and that's good. So if you are using Arcmap, if you are using QGIS, whichever software you are using, the concept is more or less the same. So now the first step when you want to do digitization is you want to create a shapefile representing that particular thing that you want to create. Now if you want to create a shapefile, you go to your catalog, then you want to find the folder where you are saving your task. And if you followed my previous tutorial, I told you it is good for that every task you do, it has its own folder, so to avoid confusion. And sometimes it's difficult to revert your work if you are having the work confused. So there you go, this is my folder where I'm having all my work, and you can see I've created a folder called GSM terrain mapping, that is geospatial surface modeling terrain mapping. So this is where I want to create my spot heights, or from the spot heights, of course, I'm going to create the isolines. So what I do, once you are in the folder that you like to save your work, you want to right click, then or go to new, and there in new you can add a folder if you want that particular shapefile that you are create to have its own folder. For example, I'll just also create mine, though it was not in the plan, so I'll call it spot okay, SP, just I call it SP, which means spot height. Now from this now the shapefile that I want to create, I want it to come on this spot height. Okay, so again there you want to click new, then shapefile, and from shapefile you go to create feature. Okay, this is the location SP, the folder I've just created. Then the name of this feature that I want to digitize, I'll still call it SP, which is an abbreviation for spot heights. Then my geometry data type, it is a point, not a polygon. Remember, you can choose different if it's maybe you are digitizing a river, of course that will be a line, a polyline. If you are digitizing maybe buildings and all such things, that will be a polygon. If you are digitizing maybe wells and such those of spot heights, that is a point. So it depends on what you are you are digitizing, you just give it the right geometry type. Then the rest I'm going to leave it at default. Then I will okay, so create feature was in create feature. Okay, let me just repeat it again. So my SP, right click, new shapefile, said it is also SP. Geometry type is a point. Okay, then just okay, then I click on run. There you go, successful. So once you open your content table, you'll find the SPs here. So once the SP are there, what I want to do is change the symbology of it, and I want to give it something like a polygon. Yeah, I think a pentagon will do. Pentagon will do. That's, I think, good. Then properties. Maybe I can, let me just increase it 2 times. Okay, I think that's good. So now that I have my shapefile, remember this is SP, but this particular SP should occupy all these dots that we are seeing here, all these spot heights. And remember, one of the attribute for the spot height is actually the spot height value. So when you click on spot height value 40, I have to input value 40 for it. That is now creating the traits or the characters of that particular spot height. So before I go very far, I will open. Okay, I just save it. I think I forgot to apply saves. So I'll open the table of attribute. Then from the table of attribute, you want to add a new field, so that particular new field will store the height values of that particular point. So ArcGIS Pro is quite easy. I just go add. If you are using Arcmap, you'll have to go an extra mile, but it's just still the same. If you have any problem, you can inbox me and I'll tell you how to add a new field using Arcmap. So the field name, call it spot height. Then the alias, I'll call it SP. Then the rest is just okay. I'll let it be long. This one should be numeric. Okay, just leave everything as default. And I think the rest is just okay. Precision, these are just values. So after you do that, you ensure you save. And once you save, when you come to your table of attribute, now you see you have the SP. That's the new field that we have added. So that's maybe can just bring my table of attribute there, so that is not very okay. Now once you are there, now you want to do now the digitization of the map. So to do the digitization of the map, you have to edit. So if you are using Arcmap, you'll have to enable the edit toolbar, but this one is just there. So edit. Then once you are there, you want to click on create. Again, if you're using Arcmap, on the edit toolbar, you'll get something called create feature. That's what you will click on. Now that we are there, and this is my create feature. Once you are there, it brings you, now you have your SP. So what you have to do, just click on it, then come on your map. You see the arrow, the cursor is carrying the symbology for SP, the one that we have set. So you just want to put each, and it's always good you zoom in and set those particular traits. So for easy working, I'm going to select 40. all the spot height with the value of 40 first. That one, at least it will be easier for me to add the spot height. It's okay. Okay, so just return it here. So where was I? Okay, there I have it. Here we have another 40. Then zoom out. We have two 40s here. Okay, so this one is a 40. Let's see on top. Okay, here we go. We have another 40. Set a label there, and yeah, I have all the 40s. So once that's done, you want to save edits. So okay, you save all of them. So once I've selected all the 40s, I want to input the attribute value. So instead of having one point, one spot height, and adding the value of it, it's easier when you have all the values with the same character. So I want to again bring my table of attribute there. So in my case, I want to select all of them, then create the calculate, or you can come to whatever you want and calculate field. Now calculate field, this particular pop-up comes in. The input table is the SP. You can see this is our SP. The field name is SP. This is the table name, and this is the field name. We are using a Python 3 language to do the maths, and what we want to change is the spot heights. Remember, SP stands for spot heights. So just click 40 and then click apply. So there you go, you have all your 40s there. So click OK, and then I can just clear selection again. Then maybe I can just show you the last one. Maybe we can go to 50. There you go, that's a 50 value. Just see places where there is 50. You have to be very accurate. Again, this is another 50. This one is a 50. Yeah, that's it. That so another 50. Yeah, we have another 50. Remember that one, selecting or digitizing features of the same attribute makes easier when labeling or when annotating the digitized shapefile. So that's another 50. Okay, here we have another 50. And I think those are the 50s that we have. So save edits, yes. Then again go back to your table of attribute. So we have added other points. So select the points. Then click calculate. Field you want to calculate again. So it is SP. You want to put the field you want to calculate SP, that is spot heights. Then those values is 50. Then apply. See, there you have all those characters as 50. So I let you do the same. I let you digitize the entire all the values. Remember, after you have digitized values that has got the same features, then the values like 51, maybe you only have one spot height with 51 value, then we'll just annotate it you digitize it, then annotate it individually. You don't have to use field calculator to do it because it's just one. So I let you do the rest, and I think that's all about digitization. So I'm going to be working on it on my side also, and I'll show you the final result on it. So good luck as you attempt it. Okay, so after a short while, I will be digitized all the spot heights. I can just remove this table of attribute, and there you go. Now just for I can change the symbology because so that it be smart. Symbology gallery, most spot heights, most of the time they are triangles, so I can have this one, and I can reduce the size. You can have around 6. I think that will do. 6, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Then of course you want to save, apply. Okay, there you go. Now we have all the spot heights. Okay, so if you zoom in, so you have all the points, the point that were in analog, and you could do nothing about them because they are just it was just an image. But through digitization, now you are able to do some analysis. For example, you can just click on this one and it will tell you what value is. You can see it is contour line 50. Okay, so you can also now, if I do away now with the image that we had, then I'm left with this contours. I can also do some labeling. I can label, so I wanted to label using SP, and click label. Can maybe reduce the size of the label. Maybe let's have 6. Yeah, that's better. Also, I can reduce the font style. Let's use regular Arial. Also, you can let's have it centered. No, actually at the top right. There you go. You have it as a offset, or you can have it as a basic type. Let's see what that does. So you just play around. Okay, I think that's much better. And I think yeah, so you can still open the table of attribute and do some analysis. Attribute table, there you go. You can see the total number of points you have. So you have 57 spot heights in the field. You can select by attribute. Now you can do many things once you have digitized your image. You can do some definition query, but this is a task for another day. Show file, maybe you want to find regions that or area that is greater than maybe you want a project, and that project requires that place to have more than 50 meter. Okay, so just apply. Okay, and there you go. Now you have all the points above 50. So that's the beauty of digitizing. And thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe and like the video and share it with your friends, your fellow student, your co-workers, anybody that it will help. You can share with him, and let's meet next time. This one is, we are going to have interactive session ahead of us. I'm actually planning to show tutorials for geoprocessing tools, which are also fundamental for any GIS beginner. So thank you so much, and See you next time.